100 years ago, of course, Canada was also going through a very traumatic and scarring involvement in World War I. And many of us know the names of some of the battles in which Canadian men and women distinguished themselves. Vimy, Passchendaele. But in between those two battles was another famous engagement in which Canadians covered themselves in glory, and somehow that great battle has been forgotten. It was near the town of Lens, France, a strategic hilltop, had no name, just called Hill 70 because it was 70 meters above sea level, had to be taken for its strategic importance, overseeing the German lines. The Canadians were entrusted with the assault, and over the course of 10 days, from August 15th to August 25th, 1917, they took Hill 70 at the cost of almost 9,000 Canadian soldiers, 2,000 of whom died, 6 of whom received the Victoria Cross. We were inspired not just by that tragic, glorious battle, but by the fact that it somehow slipped away from our collective consciousness. We wondered how those soldiers might feel if they knew that this great battle in which they were involved would somehow drift away. They lined up our whole company for a photograph today. This one's for the history books, I heard the major say. We're off to fight for king and home, to make our people proud. I wonder what they'll think of us 100 years from now. 100 years from now. We took our ship from Halifax across the rolling sea. I worried that the war would end and wouldn't wait for me. No tales to tell the old men, no parades through the town, no battles that they talk about 100 years from now. 100 years from now. Went to the line at Flanders and we met our enemy. The Kaiser's boys fought like it was them on the side of history. We filled the air with metal, we dug deep into the ground, and wondered if we'd still be at war 100 years from now. 100 years from now. I thought that I had seen the worst that morning at Vimy, till they tasked us with a nameless height they called Hill 70. It overlooked the German lines and a shattered little town. I wondered if it would be rebuilt 100 years from now. 100 years from now. We went over in mid-August, marching beneath our own shells, through the fire and the poison, through the man-made gates of hell. They say they once found grapes and wheat in the fields below that now, but I can't believe things here will grow 100 years from now. 100 years from and white monuments are left to tell our tale of Ypres and Somme, Beaumont and Nil, the mud of Passchendaele. Will those who see them weep or ken? Will they be awed or proud of those who fought so there'd be no war 100 years from now? 100 years from now. 100 years from now. 100 years from